All right, good night, Pro Dumpster Diver, back at it again. So, what are we looking at right now? In front of you here, I had ordered 15.6 pounds. However, I had to take some pieces out because they were large and they have to get reverse electroplated. Okay, so I did have to take them out. So, we're going to go over and I'm doing this video so several of you can actually understand. You can find a lot of gold out there that has a really good price. I was able to buy this for under $100 and it is high quality, which is very, very good. The difference is this is going to present a bit of an issue, and I'm going to show you why, okay? This first piece here that you can actually see, look down, it doesn't look like it's gold. Looking up here, you can definitely see the gold in it, okay? Now, this says PCB made in Taiwan, okay? How America actually able to get this in Philly is just insane. But it shows a couple of other things on the board, if you can kind of see that. It says ROHS Verathon right now, Cradlecom. And there's a couple of other writing up here as well. So some of you don't know how these boards come to be. I'll basically tell you. So for example, boards like this would go for remotes. Boards can go for cell phones, for laptops, small micro motherboards. They can go for scales. They can also go for hard drives as well. They can go for different things, okay? Even in the scientific community, they can go for controls for microscopes, I found out recently, okay? And what happens is sometimes when they actually design the board and they have it electroplated already, sometimes there's a mistake in the board, right? So you see how this one has a black X. Now I ordered it like this. I didn't put the black X on it. I ordered it like this piece here has SS, okay? Sometimes there's a mistake in the board. And when they put the circuit in it, it won't connect properly, or there will be more of a jump or a spark because 2 or 3 wires are connecting. So even though the company did the work already, they have to throw it out. Okay. Now, sometimes they don't throw it out if it's a large batch. They basically try to resell it to recoup the money. And the person who designed the chip would basically say, hey, we did order it, but we made a mistake. The company that they sent it to that already printed the board already, okay, would say, hey, well, you can send it back to us, but you're going to have to pay 50% because we already made the physical boards. And so they'll have to go ahead and put this out to a wholesaler, or it'll go in a scrap pile and some company will pick it up and basically resell it and make money. Okay, that's what basically happens. So as you're basically seeing this here, this X, it's this part of the board that worked out, and it would be broken here and also here as well. Okay, again, accidents happen, but as the guy in Margin Call the movie said, my loss is your gain, when he was actually selling out the company. All right. So now this does have a lot of gold on it, which is very good. We have the small parts here, and then we also have the big chunks here. Now, when this goes into acid, it's going to be pretty good. However, we are still going to have to scrape this off. Now, something interesting happened. I have a wire brush that I bought from Harbor Freight. I've been using it for about a week on the 86 pounds. You know what I realized? It wears it out. Because it's a wire brush, it gets in contact with water, it erodes over time. Okay? So this board here is good, and the nice part is it's technically double-sided. It's got a little bit of gold here and here, but the front part is definitely very good. Okay, now looking at this SS part, this is the part where basically it doesn't work. However, it does split, so I could actually take these pieces and snap them. Okay, so this board here is definitely double-sided. We have gold all over here, and we have gold all over here. So after 2 weeks in acid, I'm going to come with a wire brush and brush all of that out, okay? I'm going to have to do that just to get rid of that there, okay? This piece here, which this was cool. Like, somebody actually printed the Star Wars logo on that. This is definitely cool, man. This is cool. However, you had to pay extra for this. They're not going to etch this. Oh, yeah, this is actually etched into the board as well in white, and it's not, yeah, that's etched into the board. with paint, okay? And so they actually decided, hey, we want a board that's going to have our logo on it. But guess what? The person who designed it messed it up. And so now they have to throw out their Star Wars one there, which definitely sucks, by the way. And this one is actually double-sided. Now, if you look at the quality of gold on it, you want to take all the gold and push it to one side as if it can fit as much as it can on one side touching. Okay, and that's how you want to calculate how much gold is going to be on the board. All right, so perfect example. This is a great one to actually look at. Look at this here. What do you think about this board? This has a lot of gold on it. All right, a lot more than the other one. If I were to take all of this gold and push it all to one side, I would actually get half of this PCB board that would have gold on it. Okay, a lot of these pieces here have gold, and I'm going to push that to a side and definitely get that. All right, this is beautiful. Is it double-sided? Yes, it is. This is very beautiful. Now, the good part is, if we look on this, these squares here are actually where the chip would basically go. So the chip would actually end up going here at this part. However, again, something happened with this, and it's possible that the circuits, when they put it in, didn't connect quite right. You can actually see the lines going down. And again, I always be respectful. Accidents do happen when designing things like these, especially when you use software. So for those of you out there who do this, let me know in the comments what types of mistakes basically happen. This is a beautiful double-sided piece, by the way. I'm going to throw that in acid tonight. We have another piece here, which is very, very beautiful. It's another double-sided piece that actually snaps out. It snaps here and here, which is definitely good. This is oh, wow. This is another beautiful double-sided piece. I would actually scrape that off with the wire brush right there. This is very, very beautiful right now. For those of you watching this and saying, hey, what types of gold scrap are out there? What I'm showing you are different types of gold scrap boards you can find with different quality gold scrap on it and different gold segments. This is the stuff you want to look for. So when you buy this, you're going to end up looking and seeing if it's double-sided. Okay? Something like this, these pieces are double-sided, but they don't poke out. They have to stay in. But it's separate, possibly for airflow. Okay? Now, pieces like this, I like pieces like this here. Okay, this is a beautiful double-sided piece. The difference is when I use a wire brush, I have to be careful because this quickly bends. And if I hold it and brush it off, I may snap it. And then it's going to be very difficult getting those off of individual pieces. Now, a possible lens goes here on this one or chip, as you can see on the other side. Actually, no, the lens would actually go here, and you would have the ribbon cable part come up here. So this would actually be for something small, maybe a reader. But it's crazy because these individual pieces would attach to a larger board and components that you would end up paying about $100 for, which is crazily insane. Okay, look at this one here. Look at this. There is is that a cat? I think this is a cat. Yeah, it's a cat. Somebody designed this. Which is insane. Somebody actually designed this board as part of what they actually have, and it's got a freaking cat on it. This is cool. Whoever did this is cool, man. I like this right here. But dude, you threw it, you messed it up, right? Like, oh, it's double-sided too. Whatever you did, you kind of messed it up. I think I know where the mistake is actually. Right now. The problem is the central wire is actually touching the gold, and it's missing its connection here. Yeah, things like this definitely happen, all right? And some boards are going to be gold scrap, but they're not going to have much gold on it, but they're easy to get off, right? Something like this here, okay? All of this is exited out, so something definitely happened. Ooh, okay, what do we have here? Other pieces, and these are supposed to line up. So something happened here where they said this whole thing is done, and they exited that out. This one here doesn't have much gold scrap on it. It's all one-sided. Ah, what does this say? It says pre-core auto stop. Okay, so this is definitely for something interesting. And then you break it apart, and this actually gets drilled into something here. Very interesting. Haven't seen something like this. This one, damn! Oh, look at the amount of gold on you. Look at that. What's Sinrad ink? Somebody go ahead and Google that. I want to know what this is. Sinrad ink here. And you have the different letters for these would be capacitors, which are C108, C103, C203. Capacitors here. You're going to have line markers. You're going to have resistors here. transistors, potentiometers. This one up here is very interesting. The reason why I like this is these big gold glob pieces, if you put this in muriatic acid and hydrogen peroxide, you can actually feel it off. It's really, really nice. Okay, which is definitely cool right now. And we have another bigger piece here. These are two huge pieces, and they already put an S through it and exited out. So it basically means they tried to figure out how to save it, and they couldn't. Now, what you're seeing here is very interesting. You see where the chips actually go. You see these two gold blocks here, and here would actually be the CPU. That way you would push that down and connect it. Very, very interesting. Now, here's the thing. When I see stuff like this, I have to get the tape off. The tape on this has to come off. If the tape doesn't come off, it will present a problem because all this gold under it, I wouldn't actually be able to get. So it's always good to have a pack of razors. Go to Harbor Freight and see if you can pick up a pack of them for pretty cheap right now. But whenever you see tape on gold scrap boards, always take it off. Always, always, always take it off. If some of you say, dude, it's just a small amount of gold, it doesn't matter. That gold there is your redundancy. Oh, okay. So here, these parts were actually going to end up being the buttons, and it looks like this would actually, this part here would end up being the on switch, and this here would be different buttons. It wouldn't be a number pad like 1 through 5, but it looks like it's a handheld scanner. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. I didn't know that. Now I basically definitely do know. Okay, let's look at another piece here right now. This is white. Now, I haven't really found the skeleton. Okay, this is white right here, and they put it in blue, so something obviously happened. Up, here we go. Caution, electrostatic discharge sensitive Verathon. Printer console connector. Bottom side, okay? And you know what's interesting about this? If I look at this, you actually have the serial numbers here of where these were. This is impressive. This is very impressive. I usually don't see white gold scrap board because white costs a lot more money than the green. The green is what we're used to right now. So when this comes in the pile, somebody definitely messed up. You had to pay to get it white, and then on top of that, you had to have the etching in it. Then it still didn't work. Damn. I don't know what you did, but hopefully your boss didn't fire you, man. All right. Another beautiful piece here. Love this circle here, this beautiful gold circle right now. And the writing basically appears to say STM5. Very nice. This is very thick, by the way. Very, very thick. Oh, wait, we got a name. Arthrex California Technology. All right, it looks like that's where this one is actually from right now. Very nice. It's very thick, though. Very thick PVC. Dude, if you're watching this right now, don't get upset with me, okay? You messed up and your boss threw this stuff out, right? Look at this. That's a big, huge circle of gold right there. That's huge, man. Another one here. This says bot lost. Might be a software issue. Very, very interesting. More like this is just beautiful gold scrap. Some of the gold I really don't even want to melt, to be honest. This whole thing says SS. It looks like these were small circuits that went to a few things right now, and it didn't quite work out. Ooh, shit. Look at the gold on that. Damn. Look at the gold on this bad boy. This is amazing. Somebody definitely messed up right now. Look at the gold on this. This is covered in gold. This is beautiful. Now, again, whenever you see beautiful gold, you have to look and see where you mess up. Look at this. This is very thin. If I scrape this off, I will break the board. I don't want to do that. So I have to I'm going to move this aside. I have to be very cautious with something like this there. This is a solder sample. So this is something that they actually created and gave to the customer, and it still didn't work out. Some of you guys, I really want to know if you guys know what you're doing on your job right now. The fact that this basically messed up. So I gotta peel this off. Damn it. I really need to peel this off and get rid of that. Anytime you see paper, remove it. Come on. Be smooth, baby. Be smooth. You want to piss me off? I'm going to throw your ass in some acid real quick tonight. That's okay. And I can talk like these to the boards because I'm the man. I really haven't seen anyone on YouTube melt more gold scrap or did more gold work than me next to Street Tips. I think Street Tips is probably the number one person out there ahead of me to actually do that right now. Okay? So, just as an example, it's either me or it's Street Tips. And anybody can check the work. I have hundreds of pounds in this right now. Okay? Have another beautiful board. This doesn't have any markings on it at all. Damn, that's some good gold. 1282. You put an X on it, so this didn't work out. So something definitely happened. Sinrad, wait a minute. This says Sinrad Flyer Control. This might actually be for a pilot simulator, and I'm seeing that. That's very interesting. That symbol might be for something there. So there's a lot of different gold scrap in here, and I'm doing this to show you. Ooh, look at that. Very nice. Very double-sided. Beautiful. I'm loving that there. Oh, shit. Look at that. Dude, this is a chameleon. So this is a very special board. Eagle Main Flex. Yeah, I think this was for a pilot simulator. This is for different boards on the pilot simulator. And you have one of those long chips that goes here right now. Very interesting. Very interesting. Why didn't this work out? What company, if you guys know what company this is, let me know. I've never seen a chameleon on one of these boards. This shit is cool. And then we have the circle dots. I love these. Now, here's the thing. Again, they're very, very, very fragile because they can poke out. So I definitely hope that this will work out in acid right now. And then we have another piece here. Look at that. This must be for a scanner. But no, if this all was for a pilot simulator, wait, this is for a joystick. And this is for a hand control. You see the 4 chips here? This would be for a hand control. Is it double-sided? Damn! Look at that. That is beautiful. Yeah, a screen would actually go here, and then the chip would plug in right here, and the ribbon cable would come out. Just to think, here's my thing. I get worried about buying stuff like this because it means that whoever's doing the chips isn't doing them well, and you guys are basically just throwing gold out the window. I want you to take one thing in an aspect. Imagine the amount of gold scrap boards that just go in the trash. Think about that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Very nice. Yep, these are all buttons. These are button connections right here. That would definitely go on right now. Why is there so much tape on this? Man, this is nice. All right, so we're getting to the end here. Verathon Cradle. Very nice. So this didn't work, and so they canceled out all of them because when they put it through a machine, it would have to work correctly. Very, very nice, man. Oh, wait. There's the cat. There goes the cat again. This is cool, bro. This is cool. More of the cat. And then, like, here's the thing. You spent money on this, bro. You did one with a cat and all that's going in the trash. Imagine if I didn't buy this. This will be going in the trash here. Look at this here. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is amazing. And I love stuff like this right now. And then we got more of the circles. This is nice, I'm telling you. This is why I do what I do. Okay? This is some of the coolest stuff. But guys, that's what we have today. Just showing you the different types of gold scrap that I got. And I wanted to show you what's actually possible right now of what you can actually get. Beautiful pieces. Look at the amount of gold on this. This shit is insane. If you don't buy this, somebody's throwing it out. And for those of you basically saying, John, I don't really see the gold, I'm putting up videos. But let me show you some cool shit. See that? This right here is gold. And this is a massive ton of gold. This gold is probably going to be equivalent to the 86 pounds I have in there. And that's warming up right now by a heater. And once that's all golden, I'll do a video on it tomorrow. It's just fucking beautiful, man. All right, guys. Pro Dumpster Diver out.